tame?
God damn, look at this place. You would think this title screen would show like the Arasaka parade itself, which is so much more visually striking rather than this scene, but I guess all these title screens are kind of showing the aftermath of like these missions. Like we saw the crashed ship in the desert for the Pan Am thing. Now they're showing them like investigating how we broke into the Arasaka park. What up, chooms? It's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. This is episode 31. So in the last episode, we headed over to Pacifica in order to meet with the Voodoo Boys. He sent us into the Pacifica gym to investigate what was happening with the animals in there, which turned out to be that they were hired muscle for Netwatch, who I guess were spying on the Voodoo Boys themselves. Long story short, Placide kind of double-crossed us, but we did end up getting our meeting with Maman Brigitte, who led us into cyberspace where we found out a bit more about the backstory of our friend Johnny Silverhand. We learned that Al Cunningham was his old flame. She was a lover who then got kidnapped by Arasaka, and her mind escaped into the net somehow. This whole never fade away like section was really cool. I love seeing more of kind of Johnny's backstory and how it ties to like the current timeline of events. So we're just going to be continuing that quest line today. Very excited to see what's in store for us. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. And without any further ado, let's jump right in. All right, here we are back in cyberspace, baby. Ooh. Let's put an end to this quest.
Beyond, there are no borders. Beyond the black wall,
Whoa.
few have gone through to the other side, and none have yet returned. She will be the first.
I love how they're visualizing the black wall. Of course, it's all just data, but the fact that we get to see it is so much more interesting.
So, actually, you got no idea what's beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
And these shapes I'm seeing.
Wild, unfettered AI, searching for a passage.
Ugh. And what do they want with us exactly? Like, why are they trying to get out? Unfettered AI. It's wild that Delamain is a thing, right? And I've touched on this before, but like, didn't they mention that like Netwatch was kind of watching over Delamain and like thinking maybe he was dangerous? And like, where did he come from? Is he an AI that came from beyond the black wall? No, because she said nothing ever got out of it, so... Like, how did these AIs get created? Did they just Like, did they just create themselves, or the AIs that were created long in the past but then were sealed away beyond the black wall? Like, they certainly are trying hard to break through. And so, the black wall itself is an AI, right? That's what she said?
I held up my end of our deal. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche.
I don't think it's gonna be so easy.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
You want me to go through the black wall?
Fuck. Might have guessed. Never had any intention of helping me, did you?
It does not matter anymore. You will bring all to its end.
You gave me your word. I believed you.
Don't got much for options, do I?
Ale.
Isn't this like insanely dangerous? Like as soon as... So you can get through the wall, but you can't get out of it basically, right? It's like a one-way trip. I don't see this going well. Obviously this can't be the end of the game, so I'm gonna figure out how to get out of there somehow, but like how is that possible?
How do I get to the other side? Brigitte?
Ugh. A lot of weird sounds out here.
Alt?
Oh.
Johnny, you cannot remain here.
Old Cunningham.
Alt? What's going on?
Whoa. How did she get so powerful? Like, isn't just her mind stuck on the other side?
We will talk here.
Relax. Let me handle this.
Johnny,
Came through the black wall to meet me. That mean we're good? Things are chill between us?
I have recognized your engram code, but I do not know why you are here.
To give you a chance to pay me back for getting you out of Arasaka Tower. V, this is Alt. Best netrunner Night City's ever seen. Alt, this is V. You need to save her life.
What happened to all the voodoo boys?
What did you do with Brigitte? She's still alive?
Yes, but she is not needed at the moment. What do you want?
How did she transform herself into this? Like, how is it possible that her mind escaped in the net? It's so weird. It's
Your
like,
projection in cyberspace. It's interesting.
is it? I can't really see myself. I don't even know what I look like right now. Yeah, and I don't have access to photo mode either. What's the price I gotta pay for you to save my life?
To save my life. What's it gonna cost?
Netwatch propaganda has been effective. Do you see me as a demon who requires a pact signed in blood?
No. I just don't know who you are.
Got no clue who you are now. Know a little about who you were. And Johnny, that he was important to you, while I'm no one. So I'm asking, what's it gonna cost?
I cannot help you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
I mean, yes, she created Soul Killer, but she's nothing but an AI right now. Well, not an AI. Well,
What do you expect from me? This I can't fathom.
you created Soul Killer. I mean, it doesn't sound like something that can just be done digitally, virtually. It sounds like something that needs to be done in the real physical world, right? Like some kind of
Your appearance here, an unnecessary risk.
some kind of like microsurgery of the chip itself, and then like while also repairing like the data technobabble. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you know, I'm not surprised that she can't.
Interesting. Brigitte claimed she alone could help me.
The voodoo boys deceived you.
Why am I not surprised?
Man, can't trust
Fine, so
anyone.
How about Mikoshi? That advanced enough for you?
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that.
That's what we want, right?
Get you inside Mikoshi and you'll help V.
But how can we get her there?
Best runner Night City's ever seen can't bust into Mikoshi on her own.
Well, she's beyond the
I am
black
a well-known
wall.
threat there. They have a layer of black ice with my name on it. Literally.
Kinda like a custom-made prison jumpsuit.
I refuse to be caged in there ever again.
What can you do for me, exactly? Everyone I've met so far says I'm too far gone.
By everyone, you mean Hellman? Saburo's personal ass munch?
With the Soul Killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
But then I'm gonna die.
So, you'll save my life, but flatline me along the way.
Your consciousness, neural engrams, will be recorded as data. The rest will cease to exist.
The rest?
The soul. I did not grant the program its name, but Soul Killer does precisely what it promises to do.
Christ, I don't want to listen to this bullshit. V just hops back into her body, right? Nothing changes.
Everything changes. You know this well.
Oh, geez, that's... That is not what I
Your
expected.
projection in cyberspace. It's interesting.
I mean, I kind of expected to die at the end of this, but now you're saying the solution is you're going to make basically a copy of me. So I won't get to live, but then like a copy of me will in my body? That's some Soma shit.
What do you expect from me?
I say that so
This I
often.
can't fathom.
Great, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi? I've created armies that failed to
Well,
reach
I'm in
it.
the real world,
They were
unlike you.
children of the net. There's your problem. We're banking on the human factor.
Yeah, we're gonna
He's
break
got
into
a
the
big,
place.
dusty nomad family, and they'll do anything for her. We'll crack a window, slip you into Mikoshi.
Johnny embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
I believe this human factor and I have things in common.
But like, where is she? She's beyond the black wall, right? She can't get out of it. Or can she? Does she just have the power to do that? Like, are we going to like carry her in our...
An unnecessary risk.
So, we agreed?
I'm not sure I understand.
Yes, we are agreed. Find a path into Mikoshi. I shall prepare a program to help you navigate the local net.
How will I contact you once I'm ready?
This is a BBS address. It will be our secure communication channel.
Voodoo boys, what about them?
They shall let you pass unharmed. Those were our terms.
So they fucking lied to me. They were never going to help me. They just used me.
So you managed to survive.
No thanks to you, I'm sure.
You must not take any of this personally.
All I kinda
We
do.
seek Silverhand's construct. You are unlucky. Have accident. Get involved.
So it's okay to make me the fool. That how you do biz? Maybe I ought to give Alt a heads up.
You dare now to lecture me?
Settled the score? That kind of sounds like I'm going to attack them.
No. Waste of time, waste of breath.
I guess I'll just be on
Think
my way.
fuck my biz with you is done. Want nothing to do with you.
So get out.
So that's it for the Voodoo Boys. I thought maybe they were going to become our allies, but I guess that's not really in the cards. Leave the chapel. Also, I wanted to see... Never Fade Away is like a completed quest now, but we never got to read the description because you don't have access to this while in the flashbacks. Never Fade Away. You get nightmares, don't you, V? The stubborn kind that keep coming back night after night, like they want to make sure you never forget a single detail, sight or touch. The kind where you can barely breathe because you know what comes next. You ever get those? I know you do. So here, welcome to mine. World. The Black Wall. When attempts to rebuild the net after Rage Bartmoss's attack turned out to be futile and feral post-crash AIs began to threaten corporations, often the same ones who created them, that makes sense, Netwatch decided to cut its losses. Dozens of the agency's finest netrunners created what came to be known as the Black Wall, a protective barrier keeping the fragmented, unstable, but still usable net safe from the rogue AIs roaming the ruins of cyberspace. The Black Wall came without warning out of nowhere, which meant that any netrunners left stranded on the other side had no way to safely jack out nor survive indefinitely in cyberspace. As a result, Netwatch managed to kill two birds with one stone, neutralizing the threat of AIs and getting rid of troublesome hackers. The price of the Black Wall meant abandoning major technological advancements that came with self-aware AIs. Probably for the best. You know what? There's only so much technological advancement we need. If we start having like self-aware AIs trying to take over the world, we probably should not have created those in the first place. Nevertheless, Netwatch made up for it by creating new tools that would grant them even greater access over the net. For years, corporate propaganda glorified Netwatch agents as defenders of the people, and through the Black Wall, humanity's last line of defense. But mysterious raids in cyberspace, that agents are not always able to cover up, prove that the wall maybe isn't as strong as we think it is. This whole thing with the net and like cyberspace and Rage Bartmoss is so interesting and fascinating. Because like they say, there were netrunners stranded on the other side. So it's like when you jack into the cybernet, you're like physically there. Well, your mind is there. And then if you cut the connection, it's like in the Matrix, where like you die in the Matrix, so you die for real. We're like, what's it like on the other side? What would it even feel like to be in cyberspace? I mean, I guess they try and like visualize it in the game, right? It's all this kind of like particle, you know, it's very Matrix-like. I keep talking about the Matrix, but that's really kind of where we first started seeing these kinds of visuals. But like all the conversation we had and stuff, it probably happened like instantly, right? In the blink of an eye, because it's all happening like on the computer. And I don't know, it's like a fascinating world and a fascinating aspect of the cyberpunk world. But it's also really hard to kind of visually represent it in a way that makes sense to someone who's not experiencing it, you know? Maglev Network. The Night City Magnetic Levitation Rail System, Maglev, was one of the largest infrastructure projects on the continent. Its construction was supervised by the US Army Corps of Engineers and completed in 2008. Sorry. The idea of like any public transport infrastructure in the United States it's more than fiction. It's more unbelievable than Cyberpunk. After which ownership was transferred to Planetron Inc. Maglev trains cruise at high speeds via tunnels and on the surface thanks to the advent of electrodynamic suspension technology, allowing fast and comfortable travel from Night City to other cities, including Kansas City, St. Louis, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, this new era of transportation didn't last long. The social unrest and armed conflict of the Fourth Corporate War brought with it an economic crisis that soon crippled the entire system. Currently inoperational, the abandoned Maglev tunnels are used by the homeless and various gangs. Recently, however, Night Corp has begun to commence repairs with the aim of revitalizing the Maglev system and is currently drilling a new tunnel beneath the foundations of Night City, really. It's wild that as dystopian as the cyberpunk world is, like at least they had an attempt at doing some public transport infrastructure, something that would not happen in our world. Oh man. How to be the United States. Atlantis. Just as it is difficult today to imagine the fabric of Night City without the afterlife, so it was in the 2020s with Atlantis. Atlantis was the central hub of information dealing, merc work, and professional favors. Those who still remember the club, which has long been closed, okay, I was wondering if it was still around, say the afterlife is a poor imitation, stained by posers that doesn't hold a candle to the atmosphere of authenticity Atlantis once boasted. Of course, when people reach a certain age, they tend to make claims of that sort about the old days. But one claim that does contain a nugget of truth is that the Atlantis welcomed a more diverse and wilder crowd. Not only would you encounter mercenaries and fixers with established street cred, but you could rub elbows with con artists, swindlers, 15-minute celebs, long-forgotten legends, rockers, washed-out pop icons, off-the-clock cops, dream dealers, spies. Back in those days, there was no rep check to walk through that front door. Whether you walked back out under your own power was a different matter. The Maglev Tunnel. People who have never been to Night City might be forgiven for getting N-Cart and the Maglev tunnels confused. While the N-Cart Metro does have underground tunnels of its own, some tunnels in the city belong to a high-speed rail network that remains under construction. These two transportation networks also represent two distinct social groups. Whereas the crowded, stifling N-Cart trains lug around the lower and middle classes, the Maglev system, once open of course, will be reserved for only the highest-ranking corpos. The existing tunnel, which will one day connect Corpo Plaza to the East Coast, is currently being renovated and expanded. Its opening will herald the grand return of the Maglev network to Night City following years of neglect when old stations were either abandoned or taken over by gangs. Show me Alt Cunningham. Alt Cunningham, the best netrunner in Night City. how do you become the best netrunner, right? It's not something they teach in school, so like, how can you become so good at it? The most powerful entity on either side of the Black Wall, and the only person who can put Johnny Silverhand in his place. It was Alt who created Soul Killer. When Arasaka stole it for their own nefarious purposes, Alt was forced to escape into cyberspace. How did they steal it? Was it like a chip she was carrying on her person? Or like, did they steal the knowledge from her brain somehow? Or like, and how did she escape into cyberspace? That's the whole part I'm kind of not sure of. Existing beyond the Black Wall has severely altered Alt's consciousness, making her now more akin to a rogue AI than a human being. The last remaining link to her past life is her bond with Johnny. It's precisely this bond that the Voodoo Boys decided to use as bait to lure Alt out from behind the Black Wall. So we never got through the Black Wall, basically, right? We just touched it. And then she came to talk to us through the wall, but like without actually getting through it? Is that what happened? And like when we say we're going to bring her into Mikoshi, like how can we bring her into it if she's still beyond the wall? Like, wouldn't we need to first transfer her data from behind the wall and then onto like either onto the net or like onto a physical chip or shard that we can then plug into Mikoshi? I'm not too clear on that. And like it says it's a data fortress, but it's a real physical place, right? So where would Mikoshi be? The physical location of Mikoshi is a closely guarded secret, together the smattering of access points nested in cyberspace. So basically we just don't know where it is. We would need to ask, I guess Hanako maybe could tell us. Maybe Takamura would know. Why didn't we ask Takamura about Mikoshi? Like he might know where it is. So I guess we're done dealing with the Voodoo Boys. I really was hoping they would become allies, but I guess that's not happening. They just tried to use us. Still, it's pretty, I guess, pretty amazing that they're even letting us go with all the information we... Because we know the location of like their secret hideout now, so you think they wouldn't want us to just leave? That I guess maybe Alt made a deal with them, like, I will free your mind. Maybe she was like, I will free your mind from cyberspace if you let V go. Mystical rapture in film. Supernatural as a subject has begun to disappear from film over recent years, yet another symptom of the world sliding from the spiritual realm into a profane cesspool of materialism laced with realism. That is why Brides of Satan, a film detailing the sexual escapades of medieval villagers in the pits of hell, deserves all the more attention. The seemingly hackneyed plot gives rise to deeper questions on the nature of good and evil, reminding us of mankind's ultimate helplessness against the power of Satan, who has one singular aim: to ravage the feeble, trembling human soul. Brides of Satan is a must-see film for anyone interested in themes such as axiology and medieval European history. Yeah, cinema goes through phases that are definitely affected by kind of the state of the world at large. Like there was an era of disaster movies, and then there was like the era of, I don't know, like alien movies. We go through phases. So just to summarize, our ultimate goal, of course, is to remove Johnny from our brain and save our life. Johnny's goal is to take down Arasaka and also exit our brain, because does he want to just die? Does he want to be free to... what? I'm not quite sure what Johnny really wants at this point. I don't know if he even knows what he wants. He tends to not really think about anything. It seems like he's a very in-the-moment guy, which I guess is kind of admirable. He's only worried about like what comes next, pretty much. But does he just want to die finally? Does he want to maybe join Alt in cyberspace to live forever with her? I don't really know. Like, for as much as he pretended to just not give a shit about anything and like he only hates corporations, after seeing Never Fade Away and learning that he had this relationship with Alt, See, the whole nuking of Arasaka Tower, it was all for love. Like, he may not want to admit it, but he is a lover boy. He did it for love. He did it for Alt, so I like that. And then Alt wants to destroy Mikoshi because, like, obviously Mikoshi needs to be destroyed, right? So I guess we can all help each other. The description for Alt mentions that she's kind of changed from like spending so much time beyond the Black Wall, so she's not really so human anymore. She might be closer to a rogue AI. Does that mean we can't trust her anymore? Does it mean, like, what does it really imply? Does it mean that maybe she's starting to lose her empathy, her humanity? Like, can we trust her when we make a deal? Is she only in there for her self-interest? So what I have heard is that there are, I think, multiple endings possible for this game, and so I'm guessing one of the endings is just that you die. There might be an ending where you do survive. And so the solution that Alt is offering us is to create basically an engram of our brain, and then to just put that engram in my body so that I can keep living. But if she does that with Soul Killer, I'm gonna die. You know, it's not gonna be me living in my body, it's gonna be a copy of me, it's gonna be like a clone. So it's like, would I rather just die and be dead for good, or do I want to like clone myself and give a chance to my other me to keep on living even though I will die? Because for me, I've always considered life just an uninterrupted stream of consciousness, right? And I've touched about this in like a few different playthroughs. It's what I call the Soma moment, and if you've played Soma, you know what I'm talking about. What other game did I talk about this recently? It might have been Detroit, I'm not sure. But yeah, it means that I would die. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we still have some time to think about it before we make a choice, but well, it's not ideal. Unless I'm misunderstanding the process. Oh, here you are.
Gotta be pretty disappointed
With what?
that you can't zero me after all.
It is out of my hands.
Did you hear about Brigitte's ask from Alt? Or was that memo way above your pay grade, like the biochip was?
You try to provoke me. Is this wise, you think?
Bingo. How am I doing so far?
I should not be fucking with him when my relic is malfunctioning, because like I'm gonna step through this door and then like just fall face first, and I'm gonna be wide open if he just wants to like take a shot at me. I hate that he betrayed us and that we're kind of like provoking him, because he seemed like a really cool guy. I really thought we were gonna be friends, so that's unfortunate. We're level 50.
Get ready. Fuck.
Ooh. My... Ooh. Johnny.
Johnny!
You ain't dying yet. I got you.
How have you got me? Alright, I have still got the pills. I forgot about that.
Johnny!
It hasn't shown me taking the pills ever since
That
Misty
smells
first
the
brought
sea
them to my
breeze.
apartment.
Get up. Pacific's beautiful this time of day.
Time is really running out for me.
Almost flatlined by that attack.
Almost.
Sorry, Johnny, I like talking to you, but I need to take these pills to keep you at bay.
You're right. Hard to take my eyes off it. We in Pacifica? What's this building?
Old hotel, the Pistis Sophia. We're her sole guests right now. Wanted to show you something. Come on.
Remember, there's no need to be afraid of sharks. The last
Saw the pseudo-endotrizine in your hand.
Oh, you actually remember
Can't
the
very
name?
well function in this body without it, right? Got this strange impression your comatose self wanted to get rid of me. Actually put up a good fight.
Oh shit, I'm still naked. I forgot to put my clothes back on. How embarrassing. Oh no. Shit, I was saying all this shit to Placid while wearing nothing. You know, just a woman passed out on the street in her underwear. I'm sure that's not risky at all. Did you want to take the pill? Wait, you're saying Johnny wanted to take the...
Did you want to pop the pill?
Cool your chrome. If I'd wanted full control, I'd have taken it already. Lots earlier.
Really? I wonder how true that is, because we've already established that he's not really taking over my brain on purpose, right? The relic chip is. My visions of him are just kind of like how my brain interprets our consciousness merging, as far as I know. So is he actually able to slow the process himself? Like, is he voluntarily kind of like not taking over as fast because he doesn't want to? Or is that just my brain's way of like rationalizing what's happening to me? I don't know. Delivery, transport, and logistics? Oh, I got a bunch of messages. Let's keep talking to him before we start looking at the... Oh, right, the pills. So she gave us some pills to keep Johnny at bay, but then she also gave us another pill that was gonna like end it all, right? It's like a suicide pill. If I remember correctly, it's been a very long time. That was months ago. So what I'm saying is that like I saw you almost go for the kill pill so that you could take control of me. So I'm like suspecting him of trying to like kill me.
Had doubts. Just when you were gonna drop him, your conscience poked you in the gut.
So Johnny Silverhand's got a conscience after all. Christ, can we just drop it?
Wait, so did you? Were you actually gonna try and kill me? With the
Climb
pill?
through the window. Can manage that, I think.
Why would you want to... Is this your old place? Oof. I'm not at my most nimble.
You wanted to know why I brought you here. There's a hidey hole where I'm standing. Open it. Empty it.
Really? Is this your old place? Or is this just some random room you hid something into? Pretty good hiding spot. Unlikely to ever be found.
These yours?
They were. Belong to you now.
50 years back. Mexican conflict?
When I was a young pissbrain like you, I enlisted with a Corp army. Was in Mexico when I realized that no matter the conflict, Corps always win. Ordinary people always lose.
Pretty much.
So that the truth you decided to reveal in song?
Well, deserted first. Wound up here, locked in this room. Laid in bed, staring at the ceiling fan for a good month.
I wouldn't mind lying down right now, watching a fan until the end of time.
It's why I brought you here. Wasting days, weeks. That's the step I want you to skip.
Why are you giving me these?
Imagine we're deployed together, fighting in a war, side by side. Would you take a bullet for me?
Like, if we were both still alive? I don't know, Johnny. You're not exactly the friendliest guy. Like, if it wasn't that we were stuck together, I don't know how much we would get along. I'm not sure. Maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Answer me.
You know what? Sure.
I would. Yeah.
Tags belong to a man who sacrificed his life for mine in Mexico. Been thinking about our predicament. Want to be clear. I will do you no wrong. When the time comes, it'll be my life for yours. I'll agree to get wiped. Tags are proof of my promise.
I guess I believe you. Like, Johnny might be a dick, he might be arrogant, he might be selfish, narcissistic even. But if there's one thing we know for sure about him, it's that he fucking hates corporations. And even if he could live forever by like stealing my body, because it came from Soulkiller, because it came from Arasaka, I don't think he could ever accept that fate for himself. Like, he would feel like too much of a hypocrite. And so I do believe him when he says, you know what, this body, it's yours. When the time comes, I'll die and you can keep living. Because I don't think he would want to live forever anyways. I think in his mind, Johnny Silverhand is already dead, you know? I don't think he considers himself really the real Johnny. Like, he made his choice to bomb Arasaka Tower, knowing the risks involved. And if it had been up to him, I'm sure he would have just put a bullet in his head right in front of Saburo rather than be trapped by Soulkiller. And like, you have to remember, he's also spent like 50 years in Mikoshi. And like, sure, it might have been like in a dream state and not fully conscious, but he's still been kept alive much longer than like he probably wanted to. And so I believe him if he says he wants nothing more than to just use this kind of second chance he's got to stick it to Arasaka even more and, you know, do right by us. So I believe you. And if we were in the same situation, sure, I'd do the same for you.
I'd do the same for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Now maybe I'll take a nap.
Seriously considering Hanako's offer?
What was her offer exactly? She wants to take down Yorinobu, right?
Got a better idea.
Not yet, but I got a request.
Well?
Adam Smasher. Fucker who got the better of me. Whatever happens to me, I want him zeroed, gone, tossed into the wind as mulch.
Seriously. Smasher. He suddenly comes to mind. Last time we saw him...
Didn't have a chance to say hello. That's why we gotta find him. Finally end this.
Honestly, that kind of works for me, because I think he might be partially responsible for Jackie's death. You know, when he rammed the car while Jackie was in there next to me. It certainly didn't make things better, so... we can kill two birds with one stone. We can accomplish two vengeances with one killing.
Right. Understood.
And I want Rogue to be there with you.
Well, that's
It's
gonna be up to
important
her.
me, and it's just as important for her.
Okay. Not true. Not sure. So you want me to just tell her everything?
So I gotta tell Rogue everything?
Think I'd better do that. Handle it personally.
And how are you gonna do that?
You'll drop the pills from Misty, and I'll steer the ship for a bit.
Not at all excited about this plan. Realize that, right?
Just gonna have a quick chat with Rogue about Smasher. Then I'm out, I promise.
Drop the pills? So you want me to stop taking... I guess we haven't been seeing it in the game, but we are to assume that V has kind of been taking those pills that keep Johnny at bay. And like, that's why he's not always there. He's only there like sometimes. Are you saying that if I stop taking the pills, you can take over momentarily? I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you would be in control temporarily and then you can give control back to me. Like, that's not how it works. Our consciousness are merging. I just said I was gonna take a bullet for him and then I can be like, I don't trust you. I can see what you're up to, can I? Hellman was right. All three of these replies are like, I don't trust you, like, I think you're trying to fuck me over. But I just said I trusted him and like, that I believed him, so I guess I can't really say any of that, right?
Need to know exactly what you plan to do.
I'll tell Rogue the truth. See if she's willing to help.
I don't think she's gonna
Hey,
believe
just
me.
busted out of Soul Prison. Check out my new ass.
All I gotta do is mention Smasher. Serve him up on a platter. Muse over the old days. Easy.
Oh, man, it's like, you have to remember, I mean, if you believe what Hellman said, if we are to believe him, all the shit that's happening right now is exactly what he talked about. He's like, you're not actually talking to the real Johnny Silverhand. It's just your mind kind of like, it's how the merging is happening, you know? Because I was like, oh, Johnny and me, we talk, but he can't influence my decisions. And Hellman was like, well, that's what's happening. Like, from him talking to you, it's already happening. He's already kind of influencing your choices. And here I'm like talking to this vision of him. And he's like, oh, just give me control just for a bit. It's going to be okay. And it's like, if you take it at face value and you interpret this vision literally as just this ghost that's kind of like haunting me, and like we are in this real negotiation, then yeah, it can work. Like he's his own person and like I'm negotiating with him and like we can make these decisions together. But what is really happening, at least according to Hellman, is just I'm hallucinating all this shit as like a way to interpret what's happening in my brain, you know? Does that make any sense? I'm trying to explain it, but basically by agreeing with Johnny and doing all this and like humoring him by having these conversations with him and like negotiating with him, I'm basically just doing the relic's work for it. Like I'm letting it take over my brain slowly. But why can't you just tell me what to say to her and then I'll relay the message? Why do you have to be in control? Okay. I mean, I guess if he fucks me over, I'm just gonna get a game over and then I'll know I couldn't trust him, right?
Fine. I'll do this for you.
Appreciate it, thanks. Take me to the afterlife. Promise, you won't regret this.
Feeling better. Should get going.
Still feel a sharp something near your heart.
Doubt that's ever going away.
Very strange situation. Look at that Lizzy Wizzy. Look better with the blonde hair, I think. But he seems to be saying that Rogue has this huge vendetta against Adam Smasher, and like, why would she? Like, did Adam Smasher take something precious from her? Did Smasher kill like some of her friends? Or I mean, I guess he killed Johnny pretty much. He took Johnny away from her. But like, does she still care 50 years later? I don't know.
Yeah. The Hotel Pistis Sophia. That right?
Mm-hmm. Good place to die.
Just not today.
Tapeworm. I love that that quest is called Tapeworm. Act 3. Ooh. We're in the third act now. Well, a call from Hanako.
Yes?
What do you mean, yes? You called me. I guess I called her.
This connection secure. Can we talk? Or you need an address? Gonna send another doll my way.
This is fine.
Assembled all we talked about.
Good. No. Excellent.
Wait,
Let us meet.
what we talked about?
Where?
Embers. Please do not make me wait.
You're probably gonna have to wait. You want to meet face to face?
Face to face? What's changed?
Much has changed. We will discuss it at Embers.
I know the place. See you there.
Ah, what the fuck?
V? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Whoever you are.
Not that clear.
Good, it worked. My name is Somi. Just call me Songbird, though. I know who you are. Know your situation, your problem.
Who the hell is
And I
this?
can save your life.
Who the fuck are you?
All right, Songbird. Got my full attention.
Glad to hear that. You must have questions, and I'll answer them in due course, shortly. But first, I need you to get to that swollen appendix of Night City called Dogtown.
Sharks, dolphins, octopi. See them all at
Dogtown. City within Night City. Know of clans who tried to establish footholds on the black market there. Never managed to stake any claims. Hell, some plane never made it back.
Fair mistake. One you won't repeat.
Okay. You know my situation. You're talking about the relic?
Answer, please. I know you're on the line.
How could this person know about the relic? I say this as if I haven't told, like, Judy and Panam and River and like...
Fine. No clue what I'm stepping into.
Sure.
No risk, no reward.
Thank you. I appreciate this, truly. Dogtown's main gate. Be there as soon as you can. I'll make contact again then.
This is one elaborate haze. Or a fucking lifeline.
Oh, there's Coach Fred, finally. Maybe we get more fighting rings. It's like we've reached Act 3, so like all these other quest lines are popping up all at once. Jeez, okay. What the hell? First of all, we've got our final point. I think that's gotta be the final level, right? Actually, maybe not. I think I'm still getting XP. So, okay, we can go beyond level 50. Maybe it was level 50 in the base game, and then Phantom Liberty added like a few levels, like 10 or something. Let's put it in body. I wonder if this ever opens up there. That's the relic symbol, right? And let's get Dwarf Head. When using Blood Pump Cyberware, plus 100% mitigation chance for 2 seconds. It's something. So we got a whole bunch of new quests. Go to the final fight. We've got a final fight. Chipping in. Go to the afterlife. This is it. Rogue's in for the kill. She's ready to stop running from her past and catch Smasher. And when we catch that bastard, I want to be the one to pull the trigger. But for now, you're in charge. Happy hunting. I've had some comments of people telling me to make sure to make a save before chipping in, because I guess maybe there's something very important that happens in this quest. But it's not a main story quest, it's a side gig, so that's weird. Nocturne, OP55N1. We both knew this time would come. If we don't think of something quick, you will die, and I'll go with you. It's time for our final meeting. Is this the end of the game? People were telling me you're not even halfway through, so... Dog eat dog. Oh, this is Phantom Liberty. Okay. Wow, this story's got it all. An unknown number, mysterious caller, a shady meet and greet in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they say I'm the one always diving headfirst into trouble. But sure, if it's not a trap, it's a 1 in a trillion chance. Next stop, Dogtown. Can't wait to see how this shit unfolds. Okay, so that's Phantom Liberty starting. Okay. Sub-district. So Dogtown is a new... Is it a new location added just for Phantom Liberty? In the 2020s, Militech established a secret experimental military project in this part of Pacifica, constructing bunkers and laboratories cleverly hidden beneath urban infrastructure. Nearly half a century later, a group of investors appeared, unaware they were building on the remains of an old military complex. When a lab was excavated at one of the construction sites, the investors were forced out of Pacifica and Militech erected a wall around the neighborhood, ostensibly due to gas leaks, poor documentation on local developments, and unexploded ordnance from the Fourth Corporate War. In 2077, Dogtown has become a kind of city within a city, walled off from the rest of night. That's convenient for a DLC, with designated points of entry manned by Kurt Hansen's Militech commandos turned militia soldiers. On the streets, one can still see the remnants of Pacifica's never-completed redevelopment. Luxury hotels, swimming pools, dazzlingly sumptuous mansions. Once destined for glory, now a dilapidated mess. Machinery abandoned by construction workers is also present, and many of the buildings are nothing more than crumbling, vacant husks. The NCPD is forbidden to enter Dogtown proper, really. While Trauma Team rarely ventures inside due to the increased risk and the fact that hardly anyone in Dogtown as TT insurance. True enough, Hanson's people serve as local law enforcement, but are far from what one would call police officers. Maybe they'll help, maybe they won't. Their primary concern is ensuring the neighborhood doesn't descend into total anarchy. Small local squabbles and conflicts, not worth their precious time. So who lives in Dogtown? Mostly those on the run from corps, gangs, or the NCPD. But ordinary people find themselves in the mix too. Those pushed beyond the margins of society in Night City, and who were brave or desperate enough to try their luck there. Interesting. Okay, let's check out the other messages we got. So, this is for I really want to stay at your house. Lizzie Wizzy, my first BD. Our little adventure was actually very inspirational. I put out my first BD today. Thanks, couldn't have done it without you. What? It'll be all over the airwaves, keep an eye out. Okay. Also, my friend told me that Lizzie Wizzy is voiced by Grimes. Which, okay, interesting. Coach Fred. Let me say, V, I knew you'd go far, but I didn't think you'd get this far. You're up in the finals against Razor Hughes, pro heavyweight champion. One of the best in the world. This fight will go down in history. I can feel it. Ooh. Interesting. Delivery Transport and Logistics. Promotion. Use the delivery services of Delivery Transport and Logistics to order a surprise gift for your loved one. Unique designs, personalized craftsmanship, and reliable home delivery, all at a bargain price. You can order a model vehicle or a flower bouquet for $200. Would Judy like a model vehicle more or a flower bouquet? I mean, the flower bouquet is more romantic, but I think maybe she would like the little model vehicle. I mean, she likes tinkering with stuff, I guess. But we could go with the more romantic gesture, sure. I don't know if I should be sending someone to her house, though. Thank you for participating in our promotion. Please provide the necessary information for us to process your order. Black Dahlia Floral Studio. Select a bouquet. Poppy red, cornflower blue, magnolia pink. Well, Judy's got the pink hair, so I guess pink. Enter a personal message for your loved one. Can't stop thinking of you. Wouldn't mind hearing more of your memories, although maybe when we're both dry this time. This one's a little more personal. Enter the delivery address. Do I trust this fucking delivery transport? Like, what if I'm just sending some, you know, who knows, criminals or like thieves or thugs or whatever the fuck this is to her place? But okay, I guess we're too far in to back down now. Thank you for placing your order with Delivery Transport and Logistics. Your order will be delivered to the provided address within 2 business days. I guess she's going to call us about this in a while. Go to the Dogtown border. Now my other question is, have new side jobs shown up on the map since it's Act 3? Beat on the brat. Shipping in. Okay, doesn't seem like new side jobs have opened up. I guess we've done all of them already. Well, we're pretty close to this thing, so let's do it. Is it in the mall? Oh, it is. The champion has to be an animal, right? If it's the heavyweight champion, that would make sense. There's a fashion store here. Maybe we can check that out. I haven't seen this store before. What are you guys selling in here?
You part of the Voodoo Boys?
Don't ask questions like these. Not safe.
Sorry.
Looking to buy some cream streetwear.
You've come to the right place. Zami fam.
And nothing like super interesting. Thanks. Placid? Is that a threat? Watch out for your back. User inactive. Is that a threat, Placid? I don't take kindly to threats. You and me could have been friends, man, if you hadn't tried to fucking double-cross me. It's a shame. Real shame.
Man, did I miss you?
Miss who? Who are you talking to, Johnny? So the last fight is at the mall, and we were just here recently too. I think I even know which ring it's taking place in, the same one we saw the guy like practicing in. I took just a small break to go to the bathroom, and okay, let's wait for the final. Let's wait for the final fight. Is Coach Fred going to be here with me? Hi.
Alina Lodbogrosalla, Captain no.
Okay. It's midnight. Final fight, final fight. Who are you? Malek Jarar. Wait, where? Oh. Voodoo boys around here. The van is still there. The Netwatch van. Got a bunch of voodoo boys around. Is the champion a voodoo boy? Quite a lot of people here. Oh, is it gonna be all the people I defeated? Because there's a Rhino. Yoo-hoo! Know what rhymes with Judy? Booty! You're so cute. She sounds drunk. You okay? Just that with some ferns. Friends. Okay, so you're drunk. Definitely drunk. It's so funny that she sends you some drunk texts. Well, maybe just a little bit. Pixar didn't happen. Just don't go too crazy, alright? I mean, that's how I feel, but, you know, she's a big girl. She can handle herself. Send me some pics. You could at least send me some stills. Fine, knock yourself out. You gonna send them, or... Okay. Maybe she's gonna send me some pictures. I remember you. Hey, Cesar.
Hail, Cesar. Shouldn't you be putting up a cradle or something?
3 days tomorrow.
Wow. So, it's been a few months since we beat him, that means. Hey, Rhino.
Yo, Rhino. So you're keeping busy?
Next time I'm wiping the floor with you, you'll see.
I'll hold you to it. Guy there. What about that dude that like tried to kill me after I took his sniper? He's probably not here, I'm guessing.
Well,
oh, it's the twins.
Twins in Night City. Sup, fellas?
I'm not twins. It's just me.
All right, I forgot what your deal was.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good to see there's no hard feelings among most of us. Vic, you're here.
Vic? What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I came to see the fight of the year. Everybody on the street's buzzing about it.
Nice.
Don't let me down now, you hear?
Have you got money on me? I hope you're gonna be cheering for me. Is that the champion? Oh, there he is. Razor Hughes. Of course he's an animal. He's wanted for a lot of shit. Second-degree murder. Unauthorized reverse engineering. Solicitation of unlawful genetic alteration. He's got a Sendevistan. Breakhold. He might be pretty tough.
Star of the hour. Great to see
There's Coach Fred.
So, What now?
What now, she says. Ha! The title match. You go up against Razor Hughes. Heard of him, haven't you?
The name does sound familiar, so I might have seen some posters.
I think I've seen posters. He's a pro boxer, right?
He is the boxer. You had your head buried in the sand? Never thought I'd see him here. Because, you know, he's a star athlete with elite corporal status. But then his agent tells us it's a good PR move for him. Razor returning to his roots and all that.
Oh, this is a rocky situation.
Do I even have a shot?
Good question. You could be very good. But this guy, he's a machine. Carbon fiber, titanium bones, hydraulic joints.
Oh.
All optimized by Night City's best bio.
All I've got are gorilla arms from Victor.
Maybe Victor will have some tips, tricks. But listen, I'll be honest. Don't look too good for you. But maybe that's better, you know? If Razor's winning anyway, maybe you're looking to earn a little something on it.
Oh, you want me to bet against myself? Like take a dive so we can win some money? Nah, I'm good.
I'll pass.
Hey, you don't even know what it is yet.
I can guess. So again, I'll pass. I fight to win. Period.
I'm not gonna bet against myself.
Okay, Jesus, be that way.
Come on, have some faith in me, won't you? Should I talk to Victor again, or...?
Alright, so are you two ready to fight?
One round only?
One round! All it's gonna take for you to kiss my feet, beg for mercy.
Right, Shall we?
Where's Victor? Oh, he's still there, okay. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Good.
So I only get one chance at this.
Night citizens, it's time for our heavyweight bout. Facing each other tonight, we have Razor Hughes and Let's hear it.
You guys need to set the ring up properly.
To your corner.
Sit in your corner. Any less... Look at this guy. Ugh. Any last minute tips, Victor? No? Are you guys not going to like set the ring properly? Like put some tension in these cables? Alright. Oh, there he is. You're my manager, dude.
V, hey, how are your spurs before the fight?
I mean, pretty confident.
Good, but my knuckles are itching.
You won't get far in this sport without confidence. But you know, positive thinking's only gonna get you so far against an opponent like Razor.
How do you mean?
The guy's a tank. Seriously. Nanofiber, real skin, shock absorbers. You can knock him on the head with a meat mallet.
How is that even legal in a fight? Do you have any advice?
He's got a weakness. Had some abdominal muscle swapped out a week ago, and they haven't taken to him fully just yet.
Inside.
You hit him there, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Thanks.
But how can I do that in gameplay terms?
You two ready? At the gong.
Get out of here, Victor.
Let's get it.
All right, let's focus on blocking and countering. Oh, he is good. I'm trying. We have to like crouch and... I'm trying to hit the gut, but I don't know if it's like recognizing it. Does that count as the gut? Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. Do I need to like crouch and then punch? Oh no, it does like an uppercut. God, he's got so much HP. We're halfway there. We can do this. Knocked my ass out in like one punch.
A pleasure to beat you. And maybe you're looking to earn extra eddies as a punching bag? And maybe I'll chain you to the ceiling. Finish what I started.
Depends. Do I gotta listen to this bullshit the whole time, or do you ever shut up?
Hey, easy. The fight's over.
Chin up. You lucky you still got a pulse.
Oh man, that was my one chance. How was I What are you smiling about, Victor? You found that funny? How was I supposed to punch him in the guts? Oh man, I need to try again. I want to beat him. Alright, let's try this again. How do I punch him in the guts? It seems to do the same amount of damage. I mean, I guess it maybe does a little bit more. You really can't let him... I'm trying! I'm trying, dude! I'll heal up. I guess you do like a bit more damage if you punch him there. At least it doesn't seem like he's actually using his Sendevistan in the fight itself, you know? Ow. At least he's got a big wind-up for this punch. Almost there. Don't get penisy. Can you imagine this heavyweight champion losing to like a 120-pound woman? Good thing I got a lot of stamina. Oh, I got him!
Victory and the prize belong.
Only the second attempt.
You think this is how it ends? Did I just let you out my grip?
You'd be wise to. Don't think you could take another beating.
This ain't over between us. We'll meet again. Tomorrow, next year. This definitely ain't the last.
See you around then.
Don't be a sore loser, dude.
Train in the meantime.
Come on.
That's what I'm telling you.
Don't be a sore loser. So, what do you think?
This would happen. Only the best could be me.
All of them? You fucking shitting me.
Oh no, his sponsors are backing out. Sorry, dude.
Just a short one. No, I don't know what the fuck now. Ain't you the goddamn manager? It's your job.
That's so embarrassing for him. What do you think?
Ah, now that is boxing.
Like, she would actually stand a chance against him. Much more than me. What do you guys think?
Congrats. Well done. Really?
Thanks.
Congrats.
What do you think, Victor?
Slick work, V.
Had a good coach in my corner.
God, look at how many puncture wounds he's got in his arm from like always kinda using these tranquilizers. He's even got like a You know, the girl that holds the round cards on his arm? You really are a big boxing fan, huh? Okay, so what shall we do now? Rogue's in for the kill. This feels so final. This feels so final, but it's not like the main story quest, so I guess we should do this one first. Bargus Broadcast Station. The loudspeakers appeared in Dogtown in the first weeks after the war as the freshly bombarded neighborhood was rising from the rubble. While chaos ruled the streets, Kurt Hansen looked for a way to quickly regroup and organize. When his soldiers found an abandoned radio station in one of the ruined buildings, the problem solved itself. From then on, every day in Dogtown began and ended with a broadcasted speech informing residents of new directives, orders, and reconstruction progress. The solution, meant to be initially temporary, worked so well that the loudspeakers remain in the neighborhood to this day, emitting words from their leader, Colonel Kurt Hansen. Kurt FM, as it is jokingly called by residents, can also be caught on shortwave. On it, one can hear announcements about generator deliveries to the hospital. There's so many typos in these texts. How can they not push out just one patch that fixes all these typos? It would be really easy. I would do it for them for free, honestly. On it, one can hear announcements about generator deliveries to the hospital, Hansen's soldierly reminiscing on the anniversary of Dogtown's occupation, and when the colonel is in a particularly good mood, Balkan folk hits. And even if some might cringe as they listen, it's hard to deny that Barguest's broadcasting is part of the neighborhood's identity. Aww. Well, I fucking won. Bartmoss Collective. Wake up and wake others up. First will come the great reality check, which ushers in the future of the world. Whenever money changes hands, your true self becomes a victim to capitalism. The best weapon against capitalism is uninterrupted meditation. Corporate aggression will only end once you stop oppressing yourself. Wake up and wake others up. Join our collective. Time to wake up. Killing in the name? Oh, so that's a real site I can check out? I'm curious about this Swedenborg Riviera. To write that kind of nonsense, you've got to have a good head. Humanity is nothing but a pyramid scheme hidden behind a facade of tears. Well, fuck me. What's this guy on and where can I get some? Okay. So we just need to check a computer? The craziest thing would be, you can at least explain the fact that I beat him because I have the gorilla arms, but if you don't have the arms and you're just fully flesh and blood, and you actually beat this guy with his titanium fucking hydraulic arms, that would be impossible. So where are we going? Go to the Dogtown. Oh, is this Dogtown? This whole thing there? Where is Dogtown? Oh, it's this? I thought this was all Pacifica. So Barguest is one of their gangs, okay. Should we do that? Should we start Phantom Liberty? I guess we could do that. That's not where I thought Dogtown was. I thought it was somewhere else. Further off the map or something? That's pretty much right in the middle of the city, so this thing? Huh. So was this not in the base game, this whole area? Or was it there, but it was walled off and so it only became open later?
Out of my fucking way, now! No can. Out of my fucking way, now! No can do, but you both can fuck off. I'm NCPD in pursuit of a suspect who just fled into Dogtown. And I give zero shits.
Back up to the city line, pork chops. These zones outside your beat.
Come on, Sarah. No point, let's roll.
Fuck! Oh, she's getting away!
It's Dogtown. Let her go.
Listen to your partner. Talking a lot of sense.
You know what? Fuck yourself.
Fuck your...
Our hands are tied. Don't let it get to you. Come on. Process on me.
So NCPD has no jurisdiction in Dogtown. Perfect place for criminals to go and hide, but then the problem is they're stuck in Dogtown. And all of these are potential enemies.
Got cyber wheels or something? Feet on the sidewalk now.
Oh, sorry. Getting some relic malfunction. Look for Songbird.
The usual. Implant boxes, Zeta Tech.
Headed for the longshore stacks?
Yeah, where else? They come empty, leave full.
Shit. Whole city be drowning in fakes, huh?
Look, I'm just a tune driving boxes around.
Fair enough.
We've got a tarot card here. Whoa. So Phantom Liberty has its own set of tarot cards, but they probably are not main major arcana. Fuck me, what a show. You're a legend, V, thanks. No problem. I don't think this is gonna be a major arcana. It's probably like a cup of something. King of Cups, yeah. Makes sense because he's holding a cup. And I did notice down here Phantom Liberty has its own 4 like specific tarot cards. King of Cups. I guess it's gonna be like all 4 kings maybe. A King of Cups is a creative and emotionally driven person. They are a strong individual who realizes the importance of feelings. Intuition helps them navigate their lives. When fate falls in their favor, compassion guides their actions. When they're at odds with fate, it can be unwise to trust them. So would this be the tarot card for Songbird? If we are to meet Songbird here, that would make sense. Tomorrow never knows. Oh, it's like a different quest for the tarot cards in Dogtown. So another bunch of mystery murals, huh? Let me read your future. You're walking down some street in Watson. You see a shop, Misty's Esoterica. There's a chick inside. See her spewing some mumbo-jumbo theories about what your special third eye managed to spy. You know, think I got a real knack for this fortune-telling stuff. So where is she? They've got a lot of curates. This place is very heavily armed. So it's like this giant, what, like a stadium almost? Like a little walled mini city. They've got Bargist, turrets, Aldecaldos. A couple of Aldecaldos here. Looking. Whoa! The fuck? What is happening to me?
Fucking.
Am I being hacked?
What the? It's like someone shoved my head in a vice.
You're gonna be okay. Breathe deep. Count to 10. Recite a mantra.
Could you not
Whatever
warn me?
brings calm helps you stabilize. Your nervous system took a big hit. Broke down. Racing heart, cold sweat. It'll pass.
Did you do this to me?
Fuck you doing? This a trap?
Exact opposite. It's a helping hand.
Well, it sure doesn't feel good.
I know about the bomb ticking in your head.
How the hell do you know
If I could
that?
disarm it now, I would in a heartbeat.
Why would you do that
You'll
for me?
feel better any second now.
V, something stinks here. Think she's fucking with the relic. How in the...
Oh, what the
All
fuck?
true, Johnny. But don't you fret. They're both safe.
Nah, fuck
Both
off.
of us on the biochip protocol at once can trigger shocks for V, like you just saw now. Gotta cut you off.
What?
For your safety, for V's safety.
Wait, so she's on the chip? So she's not physically here, is she? Maybe she's just a vision like Johnny.
Had to mute him for now. He hears you fine, just can't talk back.
You muted him? How the fuck are you doing this? No one should be able to do this. How do you know about the relic? So I guess you're a netrunner?
Starting to put 2 and 2 together. You gotta be a netrunner. Damn good one at that.
Guilt is charged. Opt on the relic's cognitive protocol to dial in. I see and hear what you do.
So
Just
you're not
now,
here.
I'm on board Space Force 1, sitting right across from Rosalind Myers, President of the new United States of America.
Oh, just that?
Fuck.
Really?
No,
Wait, are you saying you're in space?
Dead serious, yes. The plane's been hacked. Trajectory set for Night City. They'll bring us down to Dogtown soon. Our comms are down, most likely jammed. The relic was my only option.
How can that possibly be your only option?
Right now, you're our one contact on the ground.
Okay, so they're not in space. They're on like Air Force One, but it's like space, whatever she said.
Understand how serious this is?
So you're the president's personal netrunner, and you couldn't... There's no way the relic would be your one contact out of there.
Telling me the in-US president, Rosalind Myers...
Right,
is
she's
there
a
with
woman.
you?
Forget about that.
Sitting right across from me. She knows the situation. Waiting for your yes.
You saying the president knows about me and the relic? It's supposed to be like this small thing in a world where nobody cares and like nobody knows about what's happening to you.
Plane got hacked, right? You're a runner.
If you're this
Can't
good of a
override.
runner, how can
All
you...
I need is 24 hours, the right setup, and a bottomless pot of coffee. None of that's available just now.
That's some heavy shit, Doc.
Heavy shit. Am I really your one contact?
You're my last and only.
We don't even know each other. How can I be your one
President's
contact?
life, her safety, that's your top priority. She'll survive the landing. Dogtown, not so sure. You'll need to get her out of the plane before anyone else does.
Get her out of the plane? I thought you wanted me to like evacuate Dogtown or something.
Anyone else? Specifically? Meaning you expecting company?
Kurt Hansen, Dogtown's commander-in-chief. Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. He couldn't have netjacked the plane on his own, meaning Washington's got a mole problem. That one will be solved later.
So the commander of Dogtown, you're saying he's the one that got your plane hijacked and he's trying to take Rosalind hostage? Okay. You know, this whole walled city thing did remind me a little bit of Escape from New York, and now I'm seeing this might have been a huge influence on this this DLC.
Said you could help me. That the plain truth?
Just got a taste of my abilities, I believe. There's more. I can cure you. Once and for all.
Really?
Why should I trust you? Gave me a seizure a second ago.
A side effect. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I will make it up to you. Consider this, an advance. Your relic's crowded with clusters of corrupted data.
Oh, there it
Making
is.
room for stuff that'll actually be handy.
Such as?
Some pre-Militech combat stuff. It's just lying around, gathering
So
dust.
you're Militech? Haha, there it is. I was wondering if this thing was ever going to open up. I recognize like the relic symbol, but I should have figured maybe it was part of the Phantom Liberty thing. You've unlocked the relic perk tree. To access the abilities it has to offer, you will need to acquire relic points, which are unique to only this perk tree. These can be found at Militech data terminals scattered around Dogtown. Okay, so yeah, it's a very, very DLC specific thing. Data terms will appear on your map when you get near them. By downloading old Militech operational data and combat logs, you will earn a relic point that can be spent in the relic perk tree. I find that very... like, obviously they need to come up with some kind of setup for this whole story arc, right, in the DLC. And it's pretty hard to insert like a whole outside thing in Cyberpunk's story, which is already kind of like, it's already pretty complete as it is, right? We've got the relic thing, the Johnny, the Arasaka, like it's its whole story. And you need to somehow add like an expansion DLC. And you need like a story reason for it. I mean, I guess eventually she's going to tell us how she knows about the relic, but like no one should know about this. How the hell would she know? And how would this be the only person she can contact if she's that skilled? Like she's able to hack into the relic, mute Johnny, unlock new abilities with it. I know it's all just a gameplay pretense, you know, it's just an excuse to add more skill points and add more skills and like, but it has to like make sense within the universe still, right? I find it a little far-fetched so far, but I don't know, we'll see. We're going to learn more about it, I'm sure. Okay, 3 relic points acquired, just like that. Let's see what kind of stuff we've got in there. Okay, so it's a pretty small tree, only 9 things in total. Jailbreak. Unlocks new abilities for armed cyberware. Or Mantis Blades, Gorilla Arms. Okay, I don't really use any of that stuff. Control Quick Hacks. Wait, what? Charge the monowire. When fully charged, release the attack to deal damage and upload the quick hack without paying its RAM cost? Oh. We could actually use this to like system collapse people. Huh. Would it work in stealth though? This is the one thing I could see myself use for like a stealth thing. What else we got? Emergency cloaking improves optical camo cyberware. Activating it during combat will cause enemies to lose track of you. That's awesome. Giving you a chance to exit combat. You must have optical camo equipped. Ah, that's so good. Vulnerability analytics. During combat, you can now detect vulnerabilities in enemy armor. Wow. Oh, that's really cool. That kind of like changes the whole gameplay. Like that's not just a perk, that actually kind of changes your whole playstyle. It makes it so you're like focused more on like body parts. That's really cool. Machine learning. Sensory protocol. When crouched, becoming detected by an enemy will temporarily slow time, dodge, or dash out of the enemy's line of sight to immediately exit combat. Ooh, that's also pretty good. Data tunneling. When an enemy is affected by a monowire uploaded quick hack, normal monowire attacks when hit enemy, which hit that enemy and other enemies simultaneously will spread the quick hack to them. Okay, that doesn't really work in stealth though, I think. What a projectile. Okay, so there's not that much that I can actually use. There's this, which is awesome. Definitely gonna get that. So if you get seen, just use your camo and then you can kind of bail out of combat. Okay. Song So Mi, codenamed Songbird. Her hair looks much more purple in this. Is a netrunner in the FIA. What's the FIA? She started out as a freelance netrunner, taking on assignments that others dismissed as well-paying but suicidal. Meanwhile, before Somi's eyes, corporate data fortresses opened without so much as a shove. She always worked solo and spent every eddy earned on newer, better equipment and ever more extravagant means of entertainment. She quickly became a living legend of the trade, although some didn't believe someone of her caliber could exist for long, if at all. The FIA believed. When Song took an oath of allegiance to the new United States and was given the operational nickname Songbird, she kinda sold out to the man, didn't she? The prototype technologies developed by the agency in strict secrecy from foreign governments, and sometimes from her own, were placed at her fingertips. In return, Songbird was forced to quickly learn 2 concepts that had been completely foreign to her until that point: following orders and playing as a team. The immunity of a government agent, backed and protected by a powerful bureaucratic apparatus, guaranteed Song would remain untouchable. From masking vehicle signatures at secret meetings between USA officials and military juntas in Central America, to obliterating the digital footprints of commandos that executed terrorists impersonating the Bartmoss Collective, Netwatch agents could only listen to the echoes of Songbird's footsteps in cyberspace, echoes that suspiciously went quiet near the Black Wall. Wait, so she's against Netwatch? So basically in Cyberpunk, the government of the USA, it's only like another corporation pretty much, right? They're not actually the government of the USA because the United States doesn't exist anymore. It's all like separate states, like a few different states. And Night City is like its own independent state. But Night City only has a mayor. They don't have a president. So how come the USA have a president? Is the president still elected? Like, I mean, I've read about all this stuff, but it was a long time ago. Kurt Hansen, there he is. Most of the files on Kurt Hansen's military past were classified as top secret following the end of the Unification War. Only top Militech execs and certain members of Congress in Washington have clearance to learn just who this former colonel truly is. He's the man who secured a foothold for the USA in Night City as part of Operation Midnight Storm. The same man who then, after being abandoned by these fucking typos, by the NUS government at war's end, built from that foothold a new homeland for himself, all financed by smuggling and arms deal on a global scale. To some, he's a glorified gangster and war profiteer. To others, a deserter and terrorist. To others still, he's the charismatic leader of Barghest, the liberating force that keeps Dogtown free from NCPD jurisdiction and corporate influence, and that has turned the derelict district into a new home for so many without one. As if Night City wasn't already a den of all kinds of, like, you know, misfits and just people that and are lost to the rest of the world. Within Night City, you have Dogtown, which is even more of like a place for rejects and just people that have nowhere else to go. It sounds like a quite interesting place. I cannot wait to explore it. Kurt Hansen is a man of many faces, but if you ask Dogtown residents, most will say it's safer to keep your head down than to see any of them for yourself. Interesting. Yeah, this whole Dogtown thing really reminds me of Escape from New York, which it might be inspired by. And so like this guy being called Kurt might be a reference to Kurt Russell, I don't know. Very, very interesting. Oh wow, look at this, it's at 90%. Edge Runner. You've earned a rep in the Merc world and respect on the streets, but it's still not enough. Only a few ever achieve legend status in this city. Those who reach beyond their limits to achieve the impossible. American Blue. Seeing all those faces plastered on that tree in Dogtown, I have not seen that, confirmed one thing: there is no grand plan, only the individual and their inevitable demise. And sometimes there's just no making any sense of it. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind: friendship, loyalty, ambition. In the end, only cynicism remains. On its own, the feeling doesn't inspire much hope, but by sharing it, the two of you have grown closer. That has to count for something. Running on fumes. You're operating on pure willpower now. To give up at this moment would be to give up completely, but surrendering just isn't in your DNA. Not in Johnny's either, that's for damn sure. Keep pushing forward, everything is still within reach. But like, there's not really a map of Dogtown, is there? So Dogtown is just this small thing. It's very, very small. Like, it's only about the size of like a couple of street corners. But it must be like very compact with stuff to explore. Decent soft?
Militech firmware. my, solid.
Her hair doesn't really look purple here.
Well, a cushy government gig like mine just comes with all kinds of perks. Now listen, what I gave you is the skeleton soft, but the firmware's fancy. It'll learn, grow with you. It'll improve if you feed it data. Combat analyses, logs of legendary ops, shit that make the NCPD piss its boots. Look around Dogtown.
Gotta get there first.
Main entrance is a no-go. You don't have an entry pass, and I don't have time to produce a fake. You'll slip in the back way, quiet as you can. We really don't need anyone spotting you, scanning you.
Guess so. After you.
Well, going in nice and quiet is my specialty.
I'll be right beside you, as much as I can.
Great, so another person in my brain seeing everything I do.
Garage. There, past the fence. See it? Smugglers used to use it. Now it's your turn. Try to sneak in. Maybe distract the guards. I don't know, something.
Oh, through there. a nice little disguised loading. I've got a better idea. Take a nap. But we have to do this nice and quiet, right? Are there any cameras here? Doesn't seem like it. Vargas Sergeant. Border Guard report. So midnight 30, relative peace and quiet. 3:30, armed man tries to storm the border entrance. A psycho, regular or cyberwise, par for the course in NC. Threat eliminated, no human casualties. So they don't even consider themselves part of Night City, which is strange because it's right in the middle of it. You know, it's not even on the outside. 6:30, transports to the stadium wave through after a routine check, cargo in accordance with specifications. 9:30, end of shift duty, relieved by Lieutenant Russell. 12:30, boring, nothing to report. 6:30, forgot to clock in at 3, but other than that, all good. Typical city suit, tried his luck, but with a thin wallet like that, no way he's getting into Dogtown. Transports are all good, Weston's a gunk. 9:30, Lieutenant Russell is unprofessional. Left another fucking mess in the booth. Who's gonna clean that shit up? His mom? We confiscated 2 shipments of grenades. Papers were there, but didn't look like a professional job. Midnight 30, peace and quiet, Weston out. Fucking Russell. Kurt Russell? Okay, this guy is looking this way, but there's a box in between us, so maybe I can get to him. Oh, we can hear his voice right there. There's people on the other side, but I'm guessing they can't see me. At least I hope not. I think they count as like outside the area. Okay, let's not risk it if we don't need to. Let's just get inside. Let's head on inside. I mean, I hope I can still like fast travel outside because I have other side gigs to do. I don't want to get stuck in Dogtown this whole time.
Great. Now in you go. Look for a net access point. Jack in that, and I'll be able to help you.
You know, at first I thought maybe she was...
Lower. Eyes peeled. Look for a way down.
At first I kind of thought she was going to be like another AI or something, but a netrunner, huh? So we're dealing with the president. That's pretty crazy. I honestly had no idea what Phantom Liberty was about, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know it was going to be in its own little contained area. I thought maybe it was going to be like all throughout Night City, but it seems pretty focused on this place only.
Now, look for a maintenance room. Bet anything you'll find a power source inside.
Again, I wish I had a flashlight, because it's really dark. Oh, and we're getting new clothes too, maybe. Perhaps. Mayhaps.
An access point, but no power.
See if you can restore it. It's the only way it can be of any use to you.
Restore power. Special Threat Neutralization Unit Instructions. The STNU. Phase 1. Remove any valuable items. List of specific items considered valuable available with your commanding officer. Phase 2. Disconnect power supply. Phase 3. Destroy passageways. Upon completion of Phase 3, submit a report to Colonel Hansen's HQ. Oh. What is this? Oh, they're like drones. Generator. It's operational but corroded.
Turn something on.
There we go.
Nice, V. Exactly what we need.
Okay, we're up.
Perfect. Breaching systems now.
How can you show up as a ghost
Ancient,
around me?
No proto-agent protocols. Largely corrupted data. Give me a sec. Need to ping one of our SATs. Let's see which active Dogtown network links to this infrastructure. And putting in a back door. Ready to roll.
So like between Cunningham and Songbird, which is the better netrunner, I guess,
Hop on the platform.
is the question.
I'll guide you to the garage from there.
Hang on. Okay, relic hack first, then you slap the muzzle on Johnny, now you bring some pile of scrap metal back to
You sure
life.
you're not a wizard?
Serious trickery. Oh, who taught you?
Yeah, where do you learn that?
I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. And one of the best peeps in the biz. And they took me on because around age 13, I got the local Ripper to sell me a beat-up deck. Rarely left him in since. I got noticed. The rest is history.
I got a feeling story's incomplete. Likely longer, more twisted.
Might be.
I guess you can tell me later. Reach the car elevator platform. This definitely feels like its own little thing.
Apologize up front for the query, but I gotta ask. Compeki Plaza heist. Why?
I guess it was mostly for Jackie, right? I mean, we were trying to make a name for ourselves and like, it is ambition, but mostly it's because Jackie wanted us to be working with Dex, right? So, I guess for a friend.
Had a friend. We worked together. Gig was important to him. And he,
It was important to you. He didn't make it.
Shouldn't you know this already? How do you know about Compeki Plaza and the relic, but you don't know about Jackie? Like, what do you know? So weird. I swear I don't have a map right now, I just noticed. In fact, I don't really have a HUD. Period. Whoa! Hang out! Wait for me! Oh. Never mind. Whoa!
You alive?
think so.
There's like a bunch of stuff all around me. Cardboard created by a child, dried up markers, play area. Why was a child playing here? Reach the catwalk. You know, the double jump.
Must have gotten old by now. Hauling a faded rocker boy around. Strikes me as tiring.
Didn't hit it up with Johnny, did you? You get used to it.
Heard about a chum. Had a blade stuck in his faceplate come the end of a gig. Kept it. Said it gave him character. Moral of the story, peeps get used to all sorts of shit.
Not everything, though. And not all of them.
Bullet holes. Rounds fired during a clash with smugglers. Barguest helmet. Arca conversation, Foss Dawkins and Dylan Rhea. How's the cargo? All sold? Fuck that. What? It's Preem stuff. Preem Shreem, you wanna sell guns, you gotta get inside their fucking stadium. Without that, you got fuck all. So what now? Sell the iron in Kabuki, and next week I come back with some appliances. Chums take everything here. Talking fridges, generators, regular old cables, even motherfucking deep fryers and toasters. You gotta be fucking with me. Nah, Chum, home appliances can't sell fast enough here. Start rounding up them toasters. Sure, you just better be right this time. I was gonna say, you know, the double jump is not a default feature of this game. It's something you have to install, so you could potentially be playing the game without it, but like, I cannot imagine. It's so useful. Hope I'm not missing anything. This place is like wide open, so I'm trying to be thorough, but... Get some lights in here, maybe?
Interesting approach. Had something else in mind, but you do you.
So I'm trying to get up there. Got a forklift. Scissor lift. And whoop.
Back to your position. Wow. Not bad at all.
You got a Compeki of your own?
What about your Konpeki? A turning point that transformed your life. Ever hit one like that?
Sure, yeah. Militech data for it. Me at 17... or was it 19? Reached it via Militech's on-car base. Smooth as silk up to a point. Then Netwatch grabbed me. There I was, teetering on the edge. One wrong move and... well, you know.
Kinda like right now, huh?
No, V. Never been anything like right now.
No? Is that some actual tree leaves? Damn. Pretty rare to see that. A rare sight. Do I really just gotta make a jump here? Okay. Ooh. Bunch of stuff. They're giving you all this stuff as if you came here like with no weapons, nothing. Bunch of clothes. Never get tired of this looting sound effect. Very satisfying. Yup. Affiliation classified. Net running flashbangs.
Right as this inside Metro, huh?
So am I...
Reminds me of when I was starting out. I'd look for places like this. Set up a power bypass, jack in. Essentially steal my way onto the net. Grab the riskiest gigs I could find. Learning as I went. The hard way, usually. But sometimes, a few times, I really pulled off coups.
Anything I'd find on BBS gossip feeds?
Biotechnica in 63 or 4. Fermentation facility in Oregon. Off the grid hack. Sound familiar?
That was you? I guess I heard about it.
No shit, that was you? Only the best reach that high. Talking Spider Murphy, Bart Moss, Songbird. Nah, Nick's not setting off buzzers.
If I'd wanted fame, I'd gone rocker chick.
It's interesting that you've got time to like talk about your life with me. As if you're not currently in an emergency. So their plane is currently headed to Night City. This would be a very, very time-sensitive mission, but because of the nature of this game, I'm guessing you can take as much time as you want, right? Of course. Which does break the immersion just a little bit. So I haven't heard about that thing you did? Because it sounded like I did. Bunch of loot in here. So much loot. They're being very generous with all this stuff. It's all stuff I'm going to sell anyways, but... So there's the net. This is Dogtown's net. We're gonna have to take some time and read this at some point, maybe in the next episode. 3 messages. Status report. Combat encounter with NorCal forces from Special Threat Unit to Barghest HQ. NorCal camp located in the garage. Area secured. Casualties, 4 dead, 2 wounded. Continuing patrol of the area. Status report, smuggler discovery. Located a smuggling route leading through the parking garage. We've prepared an area ambush. They won't be moving this way anymore. No dead, no wounded. Increased patrols in the area in the event of new smuggling threats. That was in 2071, so like 6 years ago. 72. No activity detected in the parking garage for the past 6 months. Structural integrity highly compromised. Majority of structures have collapsed. Cutting power supply and shutting down outpost as directed. End of message. Which explains why there's no longer any guards in here. But this place is fucking huge. It's almost like a natural chasm, so... I'm surprised something so big would be like in the already very small area of Dogtown.
Smuggler's paradise. Nice bustling den. Till the guards showed up to secure the place.
Guess they're bustling somewhere else now.
Okay, you know what? Let's read one of the net things so we don't have to do it all at once. Night Corp. Have I read this? What is Night Corporation? Richard Knight's legacy, the foundation stone of Night City, its silent, watchful guardian. Here are 3 things Night Corporation is not: a manufacturer of junk, a company that only cares about profit, a foreign imposter on American soil. We grew out of the Richard Knight Foundation, a man who dreamt of creating the perfect city. Keeping Richard Knight's dream alive is what underlies all of our projects, investments, and public efforts, such as the underground maglev tunnels. We finance research and donate to orphanages, and by adhering to our founder's vision, we improve the living standards of all Night citizens like nobody else can. We're not afraid of risk. Nothing comes before Night City. Sounds good in theory. Haven Clinic. New cold storage. Thanks to the generosity of one of our clinic's former patients, we've acquired a functioning cold storage room. Maintaining precisely the right temperature is crucial for properly storing a large variety of medication and preparations. Since our utility bills have increased, we encourage everyone who supports our cause to make a donation. Successful liver transplant. Haven is celebrating another huge achievement. Dr. Anthony Anderson successfully performed a liver transplant on a patient whose own had succumbed to failure likely due to a severe hepatitis C infection. The healthy liver's donor was a patient of the clinic who, sadly, a few days before had been declared brain dead. Since the transplant, the patient reports feeling well and is soon to be discharged from our clinic to embark on a new chapter in his life, this time minus the pain. If anyone is considering donating their organs in the event of their death, we strongly recommend you choose our clinic as the beneficiary. Beneficiary. Free vaccines. Haven's doors are open to anyone who wants a free vaccine against diphtheria, tetanus, and whooping cough. One dose guarantees your protection against 3 infectious bacterial diseases that have claimed an increasing number of lives in Dogtown over the past few years. Thanks to the generosity of a pharmaceutical company who asks to remain anonymous, we've received 1,500 vaccine doses that are only slightly expired. Ugh. Stop by Haven and help our community build immunity. Would you get like an expired vaccine? I don't know. Staff. Dr. Anthony Anderson, Doctor of Medicine, Surgical Specialist, Graduate and former lecturer at the Washington Medical Institute, where he is focused on and excelled in the field of neurosurgery. Odell Blanco, assistant to Dr. Anthony Anderson and Catholic minister by vocation. His last parish was Haven in Dogtown. Due to the fall in the number of believers, the church building was repurposed as a clinic and infirmary, a threat to treat... Why are there so many typos? The impoverished and functions to this day under... Like, I don't really mind it if it's like, you know, a double R here, but sometimes the typos are so bad that they actually make me like confused on what the meaning of the sentence is. To treat the impoverished and functions to this day under Dr. Anthony Anderson's watch, despite the lack of a medical education, Blanco provides basic care for patients and also provides spiritual guidance and comfort when needed. That's nice. And we'll read the rest of it next time. I'm sure we'll have plenty of occasions to read computers in Dogtown. I don't want to do like a big block of reading all at once, because it's hard on my mouth. A little hidden thing down here. Some dollars in the backpack. Helmet. Jacket. Tank top. Finding a lot of clothing. Another computer here. There's a file. Clean this shitsty up. Choom fucking clean this place up. No idea why you dragged all this junk in here, and you can bet I don't give a fuck about your might come in handy later bullshit. Some rusty, torn off thing of what sits. Our job's to fucking guard the area, not open up the best little junk house in Pacifica. Come on, Choom. My dad was a hoarder, and I'm getting flashbacks just looking at this fucking mess. Parts, please, from Polycross to Leanne Ramsey. How's the lift parts coming along? We gonna get them or no? We will, just not anytime soon. You can't speed it up somehow? I got everything here taped up within an inch of its life, literally. Running out of options. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to shut down the worst ones and use their parts for the others. You mean you haven't been doing that already? Fuck, so you're just going to wait until everything falls to fucking pieces? Okay, all clear, boss. From Polycross to Aneta Daler Cross. How's it going, hon? Huge explosion a minute ago. Thought the building was gonna collapse. Yeah, heard it here too. Why I wrote. You think this is it? War? Like, for real? Dunno, let's not worry about it right now, okay? I'll head home early and we'll figure out a plan. I do wish there was a date on these emails so you could know like when they were sent. Evacuate from Leanne Ramsey to Polycross. Hey, grab your shit and get the hell out of there. Go home, get out of Pacifica, wherever. Things are about to go down, and I don't mean some itty-bitty corpse scuffle. The bastards are going at it for real this time. This must be back at the corporate war. Okie dokie, I'll just close up shop and head out. Sorry, did the big capital letters not make it clear? Don't close the fucking thing. Get your ass out of there right now. Oh, okay. Polly, listen. If you need it, I got a basement and Eddie fixed up some supplies. Grab Aneta and come over here. Thanks, boss. Too much reading. Thanks, boss. Okay.
Elevator. Hop in.
Don't jump scare me.
You'll be in Dogtown in a minute. Try to steer clear of Hansen's goons.
Better they avoided me.
Speaking of Kurt Hansen, what else do you know about him?
Hansen was an officer. Militech. Tail end of the Unification War, his unit was tasked with taking Night City. They managed to secure a foothold in the southmost pocket and stuck around.
Huh.
Refused to demobilize, lay down their weapons, abandoned Dogtown instead.
Traded one conflict for another, basically.
Hot or cold, no better way to make a buck than war.
But who came up with the walls? Like, who walled off this part of the city? Because like, that's a huge construction. Like, was that there already? Like, did they just convert another? It must have said it in the data entry for Dogtown. Militech erected a wall around the neighborhood, ostensibly due to gas leaks. Okay. So Militech erected the walls. Okay. I wish I just remembered every bit of information I read in these data entries, but obviously I don't remember that much of it. Like, I get a general sense for each thing, but I often forget a lot of things. So if I ask dumb questions about things I've already read and you're like, you already read about this, well, I don't have perfect photographic memory, sorry. So are they going to attack me on sight, or it's more like don't piss them off, don't like look for trouble, don't pick fights with them? Like all the other gangs we run into pretty much. I love how everyone will have at least 3 strength. So why even bother showing the number for this force open, you know?
Up the stairs, through storage. You should pop into the market.
Go to the black market. Who just leaves like rolls of money laying around?
Well, is it true?
Look at this little suit. Ooh, nice dress. Oil-resistant evening dress. Pretty fancy. We haven't really had an occasion to dress fancy so far. Like, there's usually a quest where like you need to go to some kind of gala or like some kind of a soiree, and then they have you dress up in like nice clothing. We haven't had that so far, but I'm guessing it might happen at some point. It's just a staple of these games, you know. And then we'll get to, well, I guess when we went to Konpeki Plaza, we were wearing suits. So that might have been the one. Another little disguise loading. God damn, look at this place.
Fucking manual, maintenance accessories and supplies, all included. Get it while it's hot.
That's a fucking Metal Gear straight up, like that's Metal Gear Rex.
Helmets, like new. What happened to their previous winners?
Imogen.
Well, who the hell
That's her name. Dogtown residence. Harold Lowe. Where's your mouth, dude? Hey guys. This place looks awesome. This place looks straight up like the streets of Blade Runner. Like, this looks straight out of a movie. You can tell it's a small area, but they've probably like packed it with so much detail, like compared to the rest of the town, which is already very detailed.
Got you covered, folks.
Hello. That's a good-looking lady.
More in stock. Fucking manual, maintenance accessories, and supplies, all included. Get it while it's hot.
I should not be asking that, but I have to ask.
Radical mods, Jim. Never seen anything like that on a non-maelstromer.
Yeah.
You mean this? Ain't seen nothing yet. Check this out.
Whoa!
This shit here.
Awesome.
What happened? Some kind of accident?
There's a bunch of theories. Cyberpsychosis, childhood accident, mind blast, body dysmorphia. Take your pick.
Which one's the real one?
Whichever one's gonna land me a sale. Speaking of, how can I help?
That's a salesman right here. Look at all these guns. You want guns? We got them. This is America.
Ain't scared something will go off on its own.
I'm jacked into all of them. Feedback loop, cohesive connections, and all that.
You are?
All of these are your peripheries? Not afraid of an overload?
Me? Afraid? No, wait. Maybe.
All included. Get it while it's
Anywho, don't want the gear to get cold now, do we? Hey, check out this bad boy. Rostovich DB2 Sitara. Word is, this cube named Brick owned it.
Where'd you get that piece?
Hey, a good dealer never reveals their sources. I'm all about the lost, the found, and the kinky. Make all your lethal dreams come true.
Damn. So full of personality for like a vendor. That's always the thing with DLCs and expansions, right? Like you can totally tell what's the main game and then what's the expansion, because like the expansion always has so much more, like they have more custom animations, more like little detail in the environment or like in the characters. Like you can tell they always give like an extra effort, or like just because maybe they've got a better grasp on the engine or like more budget or who knows, but you can always tell like they always go extra in the DLC, which is cool. So these are all like green weapons, like the gang, the basket. I forgot their name already. Got an iconic gun here. 120,000 eddies? Are you insane? I mean, it is very powerful, but still. Apparition. Damn. Monitors its users' vitals. When health level is critical, fire rate, reload speed, and damage are increased. Why not just have it at maximum power all the time? And Butcher's Cleaver. Definition of bloodthirsty. When your enemy is bleeding, the cleaver attacks faster and uses less stamina. This cleaver has a thirst for blood. Quench it. Ugh. May look like a toy, but it sure doesn't shoot like one. A modified version of the Kenshin, popular among Arasaka agents. These are all like extremely expensive. Don't bother aiming. Something's guaranteed to hit. That's what you want in a shotgun, right? Okay, thanks, dude. Can I get the elbow flamethrower? That's what I would want. Smells delicious.
Smells delicious. Mouth's practically watering.
Garlic sauteed in butter. Best smell in the whole wide world.
Smell of garlic bread's so good.
Can I get any good grub here?
You sure can, miss.
And it's just pretty much the same stuff as anywhere else. Military grade lactic acid recyclers. Permanently increases stamina regen rate by 1, really? Huh. But you can only buy the one. Interesting. Were there other things like that elsewhere? That's the first time I've seen that. Oh, it's like automatically consumed. Thanks, dude. Huh. So do we have like a map? Okay, you still don't really have a map of the full... At least you can't see it from here. There's a Ripper Duck, Aaron Acedo. The Bargist is the name of the gang. I'll remember it at some point.
What? Home already? Girl, the biz I just closed. Gonna be home for a while. Sheesh, don't rub it in. What can I say? Grab some worthless scrap, found a gong buyer, seal the deal, and that's that. Show me the IDs. The cred is on its way as we speak. Mm-hmm. Good luck. I mean, congrats.
This game has the best looking NPCs out of any game I've played. Like they all look, I mean in the DLC they might be handcrafted, but like every NPC in the game feels like a real person, you know? Like you can't really tell that they're NPCs and not important story characters because they look so unique. They have so much detail. Like you can tell sometimes like the hairstyle is reused or like some of the clothing, but still like it looks amazing.
Heard wild stories about this place. Among vendors in Kabuki, it's downright legend. Seems the legend's true.
Stalls here? Just the tip of a mammoth iceberg. Dive deeper and you'll find a truth that's much darker, even downright disgusting. The heavy stuff, biggest deals, take place behind closed doors. Dogtown stadiums where the right buyers meet the right sellers.
So are you ever not gonna be on call with me? Or like am I just stuck with you in my brain forever now? Hello. Working on becoming the next Songbird maybe? Okay, I'm sure we'll have a chance to explore this whole place, but let's just follow the main quest for now, I guess. Get a better feel for the layout of this place.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe as long as you abide by my rules. Sound fair to you? I thought so. Good.
I'm sure a lot of Americans would agree with this guy. There's so much to see, like... It's so wild to think that none of this existed, you know? Someone had to come up with all of this, the layout of the place, and then like modeling every single piece of this environment, all the NPCs. Like this did not exist, and then a bunch of people and artists came together, they imagined it, and then here it is, it exists. Like, it's so crazy.
Hey, you there? Yes.
What we can make in games. Like, we're creating these whole universes out of nothing. It always amazes me when I'm seeing like a movie or a game or the power of the human imagination. Crazy.
When you begin I can give you 20 for that. To the final frontier. Send the word space to 7299 for a chance to win a one-week getaway for two at Crystal Palace. 10 casino.
35. This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown,
40.
I keep your business safe as long as you abide by my
You can't afford 30 eddies.
Sound fair to you?
Can't afford 30 eddies, and they sell guns for like 120,000 eddies, so yikes. Oh, yeah, look at that, just like pieces of people. I guess they're just mannequin heads, but still, that's kind of creepy. You sell stuff to the maelstroms, do you? Look at that, just a little child.
You got a big dumb face.
What? He did?
Hey, I know you got it.
Perales wins election for mayor. Oh no, but he's controlled, right? He probably got controlled. Ah, dude. I better get some follow-up on that. Like, I need to meet with the Paralysis again and find who fucking hacked them. There's too much to see here. Gee whiz. This is gonna be another really long episode. AR goggles.
Oh, hey!
In a market dominated by arms deals and tank sales, you sell clothes.
Why not? Someone's gotta.
Not just any clothes. Only the finest knockoffs of the finest brands. From Avanti to Giovanni Brizzi.
And how is biz?
Fine for now. But my son's an athlete. If I just say the word, we have a chance to leave Dogtown.
An athlete? Where's he train?
There are places.
Like, there's already people trying to get out of Night City, and then there's people in Dogtown who just want to get out of Dogtown.
Then you're in the right place.
There's gonna be some new stuff in here, right? 25 armor for the Winter Soldier. Damn, look at this thing. Whoa, whoa. What is the lag in this place? Okay, so unsurprisingly, the game crashed. In fact, I was lagging like crazy. Even my OBS was freaking out. Is that just that one store? There's the new title screen.
This is Kurt Hansen. You are now in Dogtown. Rule 1, no NCPD. Badges will get a bullet to the brain. Rule 2, no corpse. You're just not welcome.
No police, but no corpse.
Rule 3, my people keep the peace in the district and ensure its security. They are the law. Follow the rules or face the consequences.
Okay.
The NCPD has urged caution when using data terms. A routine inspection has shown many have been corrupted with malware. Police experts have confirmed the identified virus can lead to cyberware failure and, in extreme cases, even death. In response to increased gang activity, the mayor's office has raised the public threat level to red. Residents of Royal and Watson are advised not to leave their homes.
Is that a tiny little horse? What the fuck is that?
Easy access to protected firearms. Schools and hospitals have been closed until further notice.
Why are you showing me a koala?
Pacifica. The district, formerly designed as an oasis of luxury, has become a den for violent gangs and drug addicts. Kang Tao recently expressed interest in the purchase of Pacifica property with the aim of constructing a new server and
This
logistics.
is Kurt Hansen.
The city government
If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place.
a single
NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown.
that Kang Tao
Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe as long as you abide by my rules.
canine ownership
Sound fair to you?
increased
I
to
thought so.
1,000 Eurodollars per dog per month. Similarly, the fine for possessing an undocumented animal will increase to
I guess they better not find nibbles at my place, because that's gonna be 40,000 euros.
Weźmy kredyt. Kończymy ze stadionem, idziemy w legalne rozwiązanie. Produkcja na szeroką skalę. Dystrybucja dodatkowo. Tylko to tak z głową. Wiesz, żeby nas to po prostu nie zjadło. Wracamy na rynki europejskie, a potem cały świat. Mariaż game devu z braindance'ami. To jest przyszłość.
Tylko tak wiesz, z misją. Ludzie to naprawdę kurczę kruche istoty, a ścigają się jakby byli niezniszczalni. Trzeba im przypomnieć o tym, co jest naprawdę w życiu ważne.
What is this song? Never heard this song before. It's pretty good. Alright, you made my game crash, dude.
In a market dom.
Let's hope it doesn't happen
Looking for some
again.
preem threads.
Noise cancelling netrunner helmet. Okay, we seem to be good. Whoa. That is freaky. That all seems like new stuff. Whoa. Ah. Not bad. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Would love to have it in purple. Very fancy. Maybe not with these shoes though. Very nice, very nice. You'd have to remove the filter, but a lot of new stuff, a lot of cool clothing in this part of town. That's nice. What is this thing? Should not put on things I don't know, but the best dressed client has been chosen. What? Oh, 5% off for the best dressed client.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place.
The sexiest customer?
NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck
Was that supposed to be sexy?
in Dogtown,
The strongest customer.
business safe,
Whoa.
as long as you abide by my rules.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I thought so.
The angriest customer. The deadliest customer? The coolest customer? Is that cool? I'm not so sure. Okay.
Triggers don't fit for shit.
Then make them so they do.
The fuck I pay you for?
These are from the Melodian 42. Just too wide for the tsunami. How they look? We'll find them down, but they could jump.
Who cares? You're not gonna be doing any shooting. Just gotta look the part.
Paint some fancy fuck-off squiggles on them and sold.
Really think some gunk will buy you?
Some? Plenty will.
Ugh, look at all this meat just out in the open. That's not sanitary.
You, got any real meat back there?
You mean from animals? Don't be ridiculous.
So this is all just fake meat, all of this? And yet it looks like that? Like they make it look like real beef. But it's all just worms. Can I get a bite?
What you got to eat?
Maybe they got another
See
one of
for
these
yourself.
permanent upgrades in here. They do. Permanently increase your max health by 2. Wow, I didn't know you could buy these. Is this specific to the DLC? Or like did I just miss them in the base game? Dang. A whole 2 more HP. I mean, it's not much, but, you know, it piles up.
Seems like the power generator's busted. Guzzles fuel like an unhinged drunk, but doesn't piss one drop of AC.
You call cooking oil fuel? I told you, it will not work.
This is Kurt Hansen.
Waste not, want not,
If
my
you're hearing
parents used to
this,
say.
you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe, as long as you abide.
Hello.
Welcome to the only net running store you need. Find everything you didn't know you wanted and more.
How old are you?
You a net runner? You're just a kid.
Really? What gave it away? Hey, everyone! Secret's out! I'm just a kid.
You may be a little shit, but even so. Hate to see a sharp brain like yours go to waste in Dogtown.
Rather be a kid genius in Dogtown than a big dumb gonk like you.
Okay, okay. You don't have to insult a potential customer.
A little surprised by the lack of voodoos around here. They don't do biz around the stadium?
Those pretentious leather-obsessed gonks who claim to know a modicum about network integrity? Like, what's the point of a stupid permutation trap when all you gotta do is inject the inverse? That the best they got? They're a joke.
Nerd
and
alert.
it ain't even funny.
Right. Talking about the same people, I think.
Dunno. Got some kind of deal with Hansen. But they're about as suited for biz with the Colonel as a European icebreaker is for cracking an Arasaka data fort.
So yes or no? Would they have different quick hacks in the DLC?
Here to browse your demons and quick hacks.
Then you're in the right place, Choom. Better believe it. I only carry the good shit.
New cyberdeck, maybe?
RAM, hacks. I got it all, but it goes fast. Only the Primus ports can slot the absolutely whack shit I'm dealing. Get it? When it's gone, it's gone.
All right, all right.
Hit me, little man.
That's what I'm talking about. Ready your eddies.
Oh, you sell these weird things. Increased RAM recovery rate by 1%. That's awesome. Dendritic protoplasma supplier. This experimental supplement provides the biological building blocks for new neural synapses to rapidly form. Definitely want that. Doesn't seem like he sells like new quick hacks though. Oh, Johnny's tank top. That's like an... Oh, with the dog tags. I see. Without the dog tags, it looks like any other fanboy shirt. Oh, you can wear his shirt. That's cool. And then you have the dog tags. I might wear that. Once I have access to my wardrobe, that is. So Johnny gives you his dog tags and you get to wear those. But when Misty gives you this necklace with the bullet, you don't get to wear that one. Which is strange, right? Why not have like a little necklace slot right there and you can choose which necklace to wear? Instead, I had to use a mod for this, so... Alright, thanks, little man. What have we got over here?
No, I
Doctor?
told you already. No, you listen. I will not be intimidated. Goodbye.
I guess this is a clinic. People just freaking out.
If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown.
You sell to these people? What kind of wave you got them riding?
Something that allows them to get away and witness what they are capable of. Self-tested many years.
Any, side effects?
You've already wasted hours of my time.
Hours?
Buy something or leave.
Okay.
Got anything that'll put some pep in my step?
For pep, for step, for fight or flight. Now I have a little question for you. Little shits running around here. Did they steal from you?
Not that I know of.
Then be warned. The little gremlins collect their shiny trinkets and hide them in the stadium's many nooks and crannies.
Okay, thanks for telling me. Currently increased max health. Again, another consumable. Although not capable of limb regeneration, this experimental supplement greatly supports human cell health and resilience. Thank you. Getting a bunch of upgrades. Weldon Holt. So we've got lots of stores. A lot of them selling upgrades. The Butcher.
Weźmy kredyt. Kończymy ze stadionem.
Ty, dokończymy później. Au!
Sorry,
Mamy
dude.
dietkę.
Czego szukasz? Harmonii, medytacji? A może tego, co wszyscy? Mamy wana pełnego przygód dla umysłu.
Intensy dla każdego.
Oh, you sell BDs.
Getting out of Dogtown? Out of the base?
Uciekać? Nie uciekać, tylko wynieść biznes na nowy poziom. Już nie tylko dystrybucja, ale stworzenie czegoś swojego.
Braindensy to jedna sprawa, ale wyobraź sobie takie mało inwazyjne wszczepy. Taki nieobciążający organizm.
Nice dream. Lofty, but nice.
Małymi kroczkami do celu. Zdrowe ciało to teraz luksus, na który naprawdę mało kto sobie może pozwolić. To jednak jest gra warta świeczki.
Pewnie.
Full
Ale na razie
arm.
braindensy.
What are you selling?
A, oto nasza oferta.
Oh, they're progression shards. Huh. And oh, you can buy XP for... Interesting. I guess I'll just buy it all. I got plenty of money. Bonnet Weaker. Rare, underrated, and under-promoted XBD. Step into the shoes of a Ripper Doc on the front lines during the Fourth Corporate War. Soft arms and legs, replace limbs, and service damaged cyberware. An experience suited solely for real fans. Dance of Brain of Lechkiel Basievich. Imported XBD, impossible to get otherwise. Real experiences of a person living in the Polish People's Republic. Okay, that's enough to be an XBD, just being in Poland. First ever attempt to localize a BD originally recorded in Indonesian into English. Users relive a day in the shoes of a palm oil farmer who unexpectedly meets his mate. Rent. Become the landlord of Mega Building H10. That's my building. And experience the excitement of collecting rent from your tenants. A unique experience available only to those with deep pockets. You have to pay to live what it's like to be a landlord. A retro trunk. Experimental XBD for connoisseurs only. Lets users feel almost like a Quadra VTech through a heavily edited experience. Okay. The Snitcher. Rare and hard to find XBD that puts users in the shoes of a convict interrogated by the FIA. Experience the thrill of snitching on your comrades from the underworld to Night City's law enforcement authorities and the espionage arm of the mighty USA federal government. Huh. So now we're level 22 solo. How are my skills doing? I'm still not even maxed out in Headhunter, Netrunner. I mean, I'm getting up there though. And like, I have almost nothing in Shinobi because I don't use weapons. So still a lot for us to do. Okay, well, good luck, guys. And there's another store on the corner.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're
A wardrobe randomizer. How interesting. Win a prize. So he's just gonna randomize my current clothing? Not sure I want to do that. And a gun store, of course. Okay, as much as I want to... Huh. I'm getting sensory overload from this place. There's so much stuff to see. As much as I want to keep exploring it, I'm going to have to end the episode here for now because I've been recording for a very long time. The more this channel goes, the longer episodes I'm doing, and like, I hope you guys don't mind these extra long episodes. I'm doing really long episodes, especially with Cyberpunk, because it's such a long game that like I'm trying to get as much of it out as possible so we can eventually get to other games. Not that I'm not enjoying my time with it, but you know, not everyone is interested in watching it, so I've been recording like upwards of 3 hours per episode now. I do try and edit things down a little bit for your convenience, but still, these are very long episodes. So anyways, a really cool episode today. We met some interesting characters. I'm really excited to jump into Phantom Liberty. It already seems very cool. I'm intrigued by Songbird and like this premise of the plane with the president. Some crazy shit. This game just keeps getting better and better. The more I'm playing it, the more I'm impressed by it, the more I'm having fun with it. So can't wait to play some more. But that's gonna be it for me today. As always, I want to say a big thank you for joining me today, and a big thank you to all of my patrons for their support. Don't forget to check out the Patreon if you want to get a little bit ahead of everyone on YouTube. So until next time, I had fun playing this. Hope you had fun watching it. I will see you in the next episode for some more Cyberpunk 2077. See y'all, chooms.